been a long, hard road, but we're finally here. This is Victory Road, and there's nothing left for us to do but enter. You might want to put Bone Flute in as well, and I actually get an encounter here. I just realized, which is, I don't know what it's going to be actually, so let's just check this place out. Here we go. Well, this room's certainly different to how it was originally. Please tell me the surfing theme doesn't override this. Yes, it doesn't. Perfect. Okay, I don't want to Golbat here. I will say, Hoenn's Victory Road music, by far my favourite Victory Road theme in the entire series. The Super Smash Bros. Remix really helps with that, though. That was amazing. Yeah, overall, my least favourite Victory Road theme was Gen 4's, and in fact, Gen 4 had my least favourite Victory Road by far, so, I mean, what else is new? I don't like Gen 4 very much anyway, but... See, this is a different style to the remix used in Smash Bros., but it still sounds good, and it's still true to the original song, which I really like. I already have a Sableye, so I can't actually get this. I could get a Hariyama or a Metachan here, though. But yeah, this place, it's Ace Trainers and more Ace Trainers, pretty much. And apparently they're gonna use non-Hoenn Pokemon, so let's see what they're gonna use. Ace Trainer, Albert. Sigilif, okay, that's actually pretty much the pretty good Pokemon for me to be facing, because Almaldo's gonna... Actually, I think I should teach Stone Edge pretty soon. Rock Tomb's not really gonna cut it for this point. Gravity? I think you're actually helping me, because that's gonna raise my accuracy effectively. Wow! And totally, okay, Gravity might just be a very, very bad move to teach a Sigilif, because, okay, hopefully, I can do this! Well, it's still faster. I'm under no illusion that it wouldn't be, but, okay, that's Psychic Hurt, but watch this. Yeah, during the effects of Gravity, Flying types can be hit by Earthquake. Earthquake wasn't the best move to use against Sigilif there, but, just wanted to show that off. Gravity is actually a pretty cool move. Most people, the effect that it tells you about is that whole... Oh hey, I'm gonna relearn X-Scissor, despite the fact that I already taught the team... Well, I already taught that a while ago, but I don't have the team of this, so... I'm gonna get rid of Bug Bite for X-Scissor. Again, I'm pretty sure that I... No, I didn't have X-Scissor before, did I? Rhyperior. Okay then. Tuba should do an alright job against this thing, but Rhyperior is very annoying though if it has its Solid Rock ability, which makes super effective moves do less damage. The thing about Rhyperior though is, despite the fact that it takes less damage from super effective attacks, it still is double weak to water and still has an incredibly bad special defense stat, so it still tends to fall to water and special grass moves. Rhyperior is really weird, because back when Gen 4 was first released, everyone... Yeah, you still got pretty decent Pokemon, you could go pretty far. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to use this a lot, and I was under no illusion there wouldn't be an item there. Of course we'd find a Max Repel around here. I think the different floors had different Pokemon as well, so I'll need to check that. But anyway, Rhyperior is interesting in that, oh, Metacham! I actually had a feeling Metacham would be the Pokemon I'd end up getting here. So I gotta be careful. Level 40, that's actually kind of strong. Let's just say, okay, Rock Tomb isn't gonna be not very fair. Hog! High jump kick, okay, and you crashed. Okay, that's actually gonna be quite helpful to me. No Victory Road encounter then. The Bane of Nuzlocke encounter rules getting a random crit, and that guy missing high jump kick. I mean, that was just one instance of bad luck after another. I remember you. Yeah, your quote's pretty memorable. Most of the people in Victory Road are pretty memorable quotes. One Pokemon. Frostlass. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to have to get accustomed to fighting this thing? Because I probably am going to have to fight one quite... Well, not soonish. Well, soonish. Well, I am going to have to go for Rock Tomb, but Frostlass has this reputation for being really annoying. Frostlass technically is a Hoenn Pokemon because it's an evolved form of Snorunt, which you can get in I was about to say Frost Cavern, in Shoal Cave. And I'm pretty sure that thing's still going to be faster than me, even with the speed reduction. Frostlass has a reputation for being really irritating because it has the Snow Cloak ability to increase its evasion in hail, and a lot of them just love to go for, don't faint me, just love to go for Double Team to compound that. That is very close. But yeah, a lot of them just love to go for Double Team, and especially Candace is one. But also other annoying moves like Destiny Bond, Confuse Ray. Frostlass is a pretty annoying Pokemon. Its attacking stats aren't that high, but it's a very good annoyer and supporter, so... yeah, I probably should have used Sharpedo right from the get-go here. I just wanted to use a rock move. I was talking about Gravity before. Gravity's main effect is preventing any air-related moves, which hilariously also includes Splash. Yes, somehow it's possible to make an already useless move even more useless, but yeah, things like High Jump, Kick, Fly, any move that involves you jumping or flying into the air. Just gonna find Stone Edge for a second. There's Stone Edge. Gonna use PP ups on this thing too. But also, the other thing about Gravity that the game doesn't tell you is that during Gravity, basically every Pokemon is treated as if they had lowered evasion. I think it's like sharp and lowered evasion. Essentially, every move is 30% more accurate during Gravity, and that makes moves like Thunder or Blizzard really, really good because they have almost perfect accuracy. Starmie is a great Pokemon to use Gravity with because it learns a lot of these moves, and those moves really help make up for its kind of mediocre attacking stats. I don't think there's any shame in using another PP Max on Stone Edge. It's not going to increase it all that much, but at least it's an increase. Now I should probably switch Bone Flute out of the lead spot and use Repel, since I'm, well, not going to get anything else in Victory Road. Okay, yeah, I really, really like this music. Again, I thought I was worried about this theme because it's very hard for them to top the Brawl remix. The Brawl remix was just downright insane and, yeah, incredibly good. But this version, again, it's different from the Brawl remix, but still keeps true to the original song and sounds really good. Again, by far my favourite Victory Road theme in the entire series. Speaking of Victory Road, this Victory Road is infamous for being really, really long, so this may at least end up being a two-parter. Also, yes, it's also infamous for requiring Flash. Now, this floor is pretty much exactly how I remember it. Oh, hey. Ultra Ball. I'm not exactly going to need that. And it's also infamous for requiring a lot of HMs, and I mean a lot of HMs. I'm not using Flash here, so it's going to look pretty dark on the top screen. I can actually see just fine on my DS, but of course it's going to be a little harder for you to see this. I'm sorry, but I am not wasting a move slot on Flash. That's just terrible. At least we actually have torches here. That's cool. That was an interesting cry. Okay, we can go through here. Oh hey, PP up. Couldn't even see that item on the ground there. You know, I just got to thinking, I always find Victory Road in the Pokemon games always really fun. And yeah, I didn't see those ledges there. Twitch plays Pokemon's Bane. But yeah, I always love Victory Road just because it's the first time in the game, really, where random trainers actually... I just noticed just how little you can see on the actual recording. But anyway, it's one of the few places in the whole game where random trainers are actually pretty challenging. They use... Oh, Hitmontop just doesn't look right when it's not standing on its head. I'm not a fan of Hitmontop's new 3D model. This is a very bad situation. A very, very, very bad situation. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to knock out this Hitmontop in one hit, and... Faints, okay. Well, at least, Wait a second. What? Wait, is Feint seriously not a contact move? I have the... Let me just check. Yeah, I have the Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin. Apparently Feint isn't a contact move. That's really interesting. I would not have guessed that. I'm glad it went for that and not a fighting move, but still, I mean, yeah, I can't believe it. Hey, Revenge Critical. Nice. But yeah, Hip on top just doesn't look right when it's not, it's a Throch. I know it's technically meant to be pronounced Throw, but I always pronounce the thing Throch, or Throch. It just sounded cooler to me than Throw. Oh, this is going to be annoying, though. Yeah, I definitely should have switched my pair out, because I should have known this person would use fighting types. Ow, 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 ow. That is... Well, at least now I get the Rough Skin Rocky Helmet effect. And I have to use Bone Flute now, which is really, really bad. Am I faster than a Throch? Yes, I am. Can I finish off a Throch? Yes, I can. Goodbye, Throch. And hello, level 47. That's all you're gonna say? No. That's kind of funny. I don't think she said that in the original games, anyway. Oh, an Ace Trainer. The thing about Ace Trainers is you can never tell what they're going to use, so... Ikil, maybe? Yeah, this last stretch is pretty long, that's why I deliberately saved the Pacific Town heal points. More while. That is not exactly that good for Igil here. At least I can be thankful this thing's probably not going to Mega Evolve. I stress probably, because if it does, I'm really going to freak out. And I'm not actually that over leveled. Their levels are still like 47 and stuff, so that's actually kind of good. Stockpile. Yeah, Mawile on its own is not that much of a threat. When it Mega Evolves, though, that's when things get really dangerous. I do have over... Of course I miss. And now there's no way I'm going to one-shot this thing. The main thing that regular Mawile does... Wait a second. I just gotta check this. Overheat is 95% accuracy, right? Well, 90%, but still. 2 10% in a row. Yep, that's me. That is typical me. And this is not going to do very much at all, because this thing's, like, triple stockpiled by now. Still did more than I expected. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, even though that's going to do a lot of damage, because, isn't full stockpile speed up like 300 base power or something? It used to be something completely ridiculous, but, I'm not sure if that's true now. Now, I do have the massively lowered special attack, but you have lost your defense boost, which means, yep, this should take you out. I'm not sure if that's still true, because when I first saw the max power spit out, I was like, seriously? 300? That can't be right. That's more than Explosion. I'm really not sure if it's 300 now, but, I mean, it might be. And I should put my Dazzling Machine on again. Oh, that's a punk guy. Okay, they obviously weren't there in the original version of Victory Road. And I was going to say Eagle would be a bad choice there, but I have Dazzling Gleam, so bring it on, punk man! Their encounter theme is pretty amazing, though. Oh, Houndoom. Okay, this thing could have Sucker Punch, and if it does, that's very bad. Do I take the risk? I'm not sure if this thing has Sucker Punch just yet, but I'll go for Dazzling Gleam anyway. Okay, good, no Sucker Punch. Perfect. Now, hopefully this should take you out. Oh, yeah, of course! Fire Resist Fairy! Yeah, of course that's the case. I need to switch out now. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Fire resists fairy, so Houndoom has no fairy weakness, despite being dark type. Yeah, Embargo, despite its cool animation, is somewhat useless, especially in a challenge like the one I'm doing, when I can't really use many items anyway. It's time for the good old answer to everything. Boom Burst! Bye, Houndoom. What do you got next? Shift Ray. I had a feeling you'd be using a Grass Dark for some reason, although I was expecting Cacturn, not Shift Tree, but still. Only level 43 though. I should get used to fighting Shift Tree, and I am already out of PP for Overheat. I need to PP up that move. Unless I want to replace it with Fire Blast later on. I do like Overheat though. Hey, Shift Tree's new cry is actually kind of cool. I never guessed Air Horn would be the first to 48. But we have defeated Street Thug Reagan. No relation to a particular US president. I think. Yeah, being Australian, I have next to zero knowledge of American presidents, apart from the really, really famous ones. Of course, I don't have much knowledge of Australian prime ministers anyway. Was there another staircase back there? I think there was, actually. I'm going to actually check to see what's down here first. The other one has torches near it, so presumably that... And I pressed the wrong button. Presumably that means the one with the torches is the right way, and this is... Oh, this is the water area, isn't it? I remember this... Well, it's near the water area, at least. And there is a... Okay, yeah, this just leads to an item. Max Elixir. Well, this place is really long, so we are kind of going to need these. Yeah, for some reason, my 3DS can actually display those dark areas pretty well, and I can actually see quite well without flash. The recording doesn't really show it all that well, though. And down we go. Is this the water part of the area? Oh, a double team. Okay, that's a little scary, but I reckon Trumpeter and Clarinet can handle it, and it is the water part of the area. Now, there were double teams in the... Not in the original Ruby and Sapphire, but in Emerald, there were a couple of ace trainers that who oh, it would be awesome if they were Amy and Rory. But, yeah. Armaldo and Craigilli, the fossil duo. Interesting. Okay, who do I go for in that case? Snarl will hit both of them, but I'm not really sure lowered special attack will do much to them. I'm actually going to go for... the Armaldo first, mainly because... what the heck, let's Mega. Mainly because I think it poses the biggest threat to me, because my Armaldo recently grew level 47 and learned X-Scissor. So, by that logic, this thing should have X-Scissor, and that's very bad for Trumpeter. Speaking of which, Trumpet Sound! Alpha Awakening! Yeah, that is going to be very, very bad for Trumpeter, so hopefully I can do a lot of damage to this thing before it gets a chance to X-Scissor me. Please. Yes! Good, good. Good, the old double up tactic, which is why you put Protect on a lot of things in double battles. Oh, Sucker Punch, finally. That could be useful, in fact. I think it may be more useful to keep around with me than Snarl, actually. Clarinet's kind of fast, but she's not the fastest thing out there. Okay, then this thing's going to get really defensive, but thankfully I have both physical and special moves on these Pokemon, so going to go for physical now, and Leaf Blade on the Credulli because it's rock grass, so it's neutral to grass moves. I remember that battle CD in Pokemon XD where you were faced with a Credulli that just basically spams Barrier and Amnesia, and your goal was to use Swords Dance 3 times to get a critical hit slash, because, you know, critical hits ignore stat increases. It was a good lesson to teach you, but the thing is, that CD, it took me ages to beat it, because with my abysmal luck, I just never got critical hits when I needed them. And they're both 48. Wow, see how big the increase is between attack and special attack with Sceptile there? Milady, really? Well, I guess we know who has the power in this relationship. I really don't want Tuber and Bonefoot to get too far behind. At some point, I'm probably going to have to use the next, use the Pacific Log heal point, but I do want to be kind of healed before Wally, because he seems like he could be quite tough if I'm not prepared for him. What? Well, this definitely wasn't in the original games. Another area of Evergrande City, that's interesting. TM Psychic, okay, but it's a little too late, seeing as, the only Pokemon I have that learns that has already learned it. I still love the Evergrande City theme. I'm back in a little hole here. Just realized this floor is also dark, as well as a water floor. But an expert, fighting types, but I have Egil, in the lead here. Hey, it's Expert Theodore! Oh, right! No wonder I forgot where Expert Theodore was. He was on Victory Road. And of course, we had Throch, now we have Sork. Now, those of you who know my Pokemon X No Experience run will know that I have a bit of an issue with Sorks. Sorks caused me a grand total of 3 blackouts in that challenge, including 2 from Wild Sorks. So, it's time for revenge. Trumpet Sound! Ultimate Overkill Awakening! It is time for Mega the Room. Apparently spoons are involved in that. I haven't actually seen that, even though I think I'd probably find it hilarious. Aha! I have inner focus now, even though that's probably not going to help me. But now, I am going to psychic you into oblivion. And you have fallen before me. Revenge has been achieved. Yeah, if you don't know why I have such a dislike... I don't dislike Sork. Sork is a very cool Pokemon, but it's just, it caused me a lot of hassle back then. Sork is kind of a bit weird. I actually think that Sork is kind of broken for the point that you get it at in the game. It's... yeah, it completely trivializes Lenora. And, okay, I guess this puzzle is easier if you can actually see what you're doing. Completely trivializes Lenora, and is pretty good at the rest of the game too. I mean, I've heard people who say things like, I've heard people saying things like, if Sorg was the only Pokemon that got TM Flamethrower! Wow, okay, I was just thinking that I actually might rather Flamethrower on Exploud for better accuracy, so that's actually pretty cool. But, yeah, I've heard people saying things like, if Sork was the only Pokemon that got Double Kick, you wouldn't know that it could hit twice. It's that good. Kind of understandable, that. Oh, there's a Dragon Tamer down here. I think we actually haven't seen any other Dragon Tamers. Now, is this guy who I think he is? He might be. I wonder if he is. Interesting. Yep! This is this guy. I've trained together with my whole family. Every one of us. I'm not losing to anyone. And this is something that I missed in the original games. This is Ace Trainer Vito, and he mentions training with his whole family. This guy is in fact the last member of the Windstrait family. And as you can see, it's very easy to go through Victory Road without even fighting him at all. Like, you can just very easily skip him. I always found this really weird, because when the Windstrait family kept talking about how amazing their older brother was, I always thought, you know, maybe he's... Really? Really? You jerk! Anyway, yeah, I'm mostly annoyed about that, because you don't get experience for that at all. Ugh. Well, Airhorn, you're on your own. Swalot. Oh, yeah, of course. Now you send out the one that I would have liked to use Psychic on. Ugh. But, hopefully Boom Burst will do a good number on this thing. Yeah, I always thought the last member of the Windstrait family would either have much more... Really? Oh, crit, obviously. Would have much more fanfare, or at the very least would, you know, not at the very least, but I mean, would be a member of the Elite Four or something. Like, at first, I always thought it was Drake. I mean, Drake win streak does actually have a ring to it, but it isn't. It's this guy, who's actually being quite tough for me to beat, which is interesting. Oh, okay, he definitely didn't have a Darmanitan in the original game, which is bad, because I definitely don't want to send in Sceptile in this thing. I really like Darmanitan. Darmanitan is an insanely strong Pokemon, and as you're probably about to find out here, this is going to hurt a lot, isn't it? Darmanitan has an utterly brutally high 140 base attack. Okay, good thing I didn't Mega Evolve Igil, because I'm going to have to do it here just to save myself, because otherwise, with my extra Dragon typing, I'll take a little bit less damage from Flare Blitz. A little bit less damage. But yes, Trumpet Sound, Alpha Awakening, whatever. Dual Chop is probably my best move against this thing, actually. Well, it's gonna knock itself out with Flare Blitz, presumably. Yeah, see, that is incredibly painful. I kind of take back what I said about this guy having no fanfare. He actually has definitely been the toughest person that fought in Victory Road so far. Better than my family? Is that possible? I don't know why, but I always find the idea of the Winstraits having southern accents kind of hilarious. I was better than everyone in my family. I've never lost before. I've lost my confidence. Maybe I'll go home. Anyway, I actually think now will be a very good time to escape rope out of... I mean, seriously, just look at my team now. I don't think I can continue through Victory Road like this. So now will be a very good time to escape rope out of here and go back to the Pacific Log Town heal point. That would probably also be a good time to end off this part. If I can just find the escape rope. Where is it? So, we've explored quite a bit of Victory Road so far. So, I will heal, and I'll see you again next time, where we continue... Really? Okay, that's interesting. So apparently I go back to the last cave entrance, and that would be here, which is nowhere near the beginning of Victory Road. Can I Eon Flute from here? Thankfully, I can. Okay. At one point I was panicking, thinking I'd actually had to go back through this entire place, but not apparently. That was actually kind of weird, but it does make sense, but still. Anyway. I will see you again next time.